In today's world where we face constant and ever-changing challenges, Stoic philosophy appears to be a timeless guide to finding serenity and wisdom in the midst of chaos. In this video, we will explore the profound teachings of three great Stoic philosophers, Marcus Aurel, Seneca, and Epictetus. If this is your first time here, I encourage you to subscribe and activate notifications. This way you will support the creation of valuable content like this. Each of these thinkers offers a unique perspective on how to face life with courage, acceptance, and self-discipline. Their thoughts have stood the test of time and continue to inspire generations, providing practical advice to overcome daily challenges, cultivate mental strength, and live a fulfilling life. Stay with us until the end and get ready to dive into some of the most powerful quotes and reveals of Stoic philosophy. Delve into some of the most powerful and eye-opening quotes from Stoic philosophy. We will discover how these timeless teachings can illuminate our path in the quest for truth, virtue, and inner peace. Let's begin this Stoic journey together. Internally, everything should be different, but our outward faith should conform to the crowd. The real revolution is internal. Every time you react without thinking, you give up control. Mastery is not silence. It's choosing your answer and never giving your peace away for free. The first rule is to keep a calm mind. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are, calm and clarity. A calm mind sees without distortion. When you stop resisting what is and begin to see life as it truly is, without filter, without romanticism, you move through the world with quiet strength. When you get up in the morning, think of the privilege of being alive, to feel, to think, to love. Waking up is not a routine. It's a miracle. Don't start the day with a burden. Start with gratitude. You have power over your mind, not over external events. Understand this and you will find strength. The world will never be completely under your control, but your mind can be. This is where real power lies, not in changing circumstances, but in how you respond to them. He who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than necessary. Worry is borrowed pain. You endure the same ordeal twice, once in fear, once in reality. Learn to stay in the present and let tomorrow speak for itself. Be like the cliff against which the waves continually break, yet it stands firm and tames the fury of the water around it. Let the storms come. They do not need to penetrate you. True strength is not resistance, but consistency. The world may rage, yet you can remain steady. Nature has given us one tongue and two ears so that we may listen twice as much as we speak. Wisdom enters through silence. The more we talk, the less we hear. The more we listen, the more we understand. People are careful when protecting their possessions. Yet, when it comes to time, the one thing we should guard most, we waste it freely. Time is your most precious resource. You protect your money and your home, yet you give your hours to distractions without hesitation. Guard your time as if your life depends on it, because it does. Begin at once to live and count each day as a separate life. Don't wait to start. Consider today as a complete existence, a story with its own beginning and end. If you lived each day as if it were your only one, you would waste far less. If you wish to escape what troubles you, you must be careful. What you need is not a different place, but a different self. Geography does not solve your problems. You carry yourself wherever you go. If you seek peace, change what is within you, not merely what surrounds you. Until we learn to do without something, we do not realize how unnecessary it was. We often use things not because we need them, but because we have them. Abundance clouds judgment. You do not know what you can live without until you try. Simplicity often brings a freedom excess never can. If a man does not know which port he is sailing toward, no wind is favorable. Without clear direction, movement becomes drift. Set your course before chasing momentum. Otherwise, you are not progressing, you are wandering. We often love ourselves more than others, yet we care more about their opinion than our own. We betray our judgment for the approval of strangers. You know yourself better than they ever will. So why let their opinion define your worth? Here is a rule to remember: when something tempts you toward bitterness, it is not misfortune that defines you, but the dignity with which you endure it. Life does not demand perfection, only dignity. Misfortune tests you, but your response can transform it into something noble. Man conquers the world by conquering himself. Self-control is the highest form of power. Until you master your thoughts, emotions, and impulses, you will always be serving something else. Don't waste any more time debating what a good man should be. Be one. Character is not found in debate. It is found in action. Be the example. Don't explain it. Live it. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Your thoughts shape your inner world. A spirit that lingers on fear, comparison, or resentment becomes polluted. But when you choose to focus on what is honest, clear, and meaningful, your entire perception of life elevates. Thought is not passive, it is creation in motion. If it's not right, don't do it. If it's not true, don't say it. Integrity does not need explanation. It is built in silence, in decisions no one sees. Doing what is right is not about consequences. It's about remaining true to the person you choose to become. Truth, when spoken simply, becomes a compass for everything else. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Events are neutral. It is your interpretation and reaction that give them weight. Some bend under pressure, others rise. The difference does not lie in the experience, but in the strength of the one who encounters it. All we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not absolute truth. Much of what we accept as truth is filtered perception. Becoming wise means questioning what seems obvious and recognizing that all judgment carries bias. The less you cling to certainty, the more clearly you see. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Fortune is rarely random. It favors those who have done the work, often silently, in the shadows. If you stay prepared, you rarely need to scramble to prepare. What others call luck is often quiet persistence meeting the right moment. It is not the man who has too little who is poor, but the man who always desires more. Poverty of the soul begins with endless craving. You can possess abundance and still feel empty if your mind constantly seeks more. True wealth is knowing when enough is enough. Death smiles upon us all. Smiling, bouw aans, mortality is not a threat, it is otrus. When we accept that life is brief, our actions sharpen and our days become vivid. To smile at mortality is to live without fear, knowing that this moment is all we truly have. The more value we place on what lies beyond our control, the less control we retain. We lose ourselves when our peace depends on what we cannot influence. Fame, approval, outcomes, they shift like sand. Ground yourself in your own actions and judgments, not in what lies beyond your reach. A person's worth is measured by what they value. What you honor reveals who you are. If you chase the superficial, you become hollow. But if you value courage, discipline, and truth, your life will quietly reflect that depth. If you want to improve, be willing to be considered foolish. Growth is uncomfortable. To learn, you must risk mistakes, appear clumsy, and endure underestimation. The wise are not afraid to begin again, even under ridicule. Anger if not restrained, often harms us more than the injury that provoked it. Rage feels powerful, but it weakens you. The original wound may heal, but uncontrolled reaction prolongs the damage. Anger turns a single moment of pain into sustained, self-inflicted suffering. Reject your hurt feelings, and the wound itself begins to fade. Most pain does not come from what has been done to us, but from the grip with which we hold on to it. Let go of the story that says you've been wronged, and you may discover that peace was always within reach. The willing are guided by destiny. The reluctant are dragged along. Life unfolds whether you resist it or welcome it. You can fight every change, or you can adapt. Those who accept life's rhythm suffer less, not because they are passive, but because they know when to release control. What we do now echoes into eternity. Every action leaves a trace. Even when unnoticed, your choices shape your future, and sometimes the future of others, even generations ahead. What you build today becomes someone else's foundation tomorrow. He who finishes each day as if it were complete is never short of time. Live so that if today were your last, you would feel fulfilled. Do not wait for a perfect tomorrow. End each day as if it were enough, and you will not fear what comes next. You must realize that within you lies something more powerful and more miraculous than anything that disturbs you. You are not your circumstances. Beneath the noise and chaos is a still center capable of choosing, thinking, and enduring. Return to that center, and the world's forces lose their power over you. Wealth is not having many possessions, but having few desires. Wealth is not accumulation, it is contentment. The less you desire, the freer you become. The person who desires little is immune to loss because peace already belongs to them. True wealth is not about having more, it is about needing less. Stay silent most of the time. If you speak, let it be necessary and brief. Speech should serve truth, not noise. Much of what is said only fills silence without adding meaning. A soft voice used wisely carries more weight than a loud voice that speaks aimlessly. Say less, and say it carefully. All cruelty is born from weakness. Those who harm are often wounded themselves. Cruelty masks fear, insecurity, and lack of self-control. True strength does not dominate, it protects. When you encounter cruelty, do not admire it. See it clearly. Fragile force disguised as aggression. The road to greatness is difficult. Excellence is forged through hardship. Easy paths offer comfort, but never transformation. It is not the destination that shapes character, but the terrain you cross to reach it. The climb builds the soul. Perform every act as if it were your last. Act with presence. Speak carefully. Treat each moment as final, not in fear, but in focus. If every decision were your legacy, would you still make it? Anything that can happen at any time can happen today. We live as if tomorrow is guaranteed, yet uncertainty is always near. Let this truth humble you, not into fear, but into urgency and gratitude. Today is not just another day. It could be everything. Do not explain your philosophy, embody it. Words are easy. Living them is the true test. Do not declare your values, demonstrate them. Conviction reveals itself in action, not argument. Just because something feels difficult does not make it impossible. Your struggle is not proof of impossibility. Others may rise where you fall, and you may rise tomorrow where you stumble today. Difficulty is not a verdict. It is evidence of growth. Freedom is not secured by satisfying every desire, but by mastering desire. He who is ruled by craving is never free. Desire pulls at the heart, but when you no longer need everything to go your way, you move with quiet strength. Released desire becomes acquired peace. Circumstances do not create the man. They reveal him. Difficulties are not the source of weakness, they are mirrors. Under pressure, your true self appears. Do not fear this revelation. Use it to refine yourself. A life unlived is the true fear, a comfort that numbs your mind more than any ending ever could. Fear the soul that never dared to burn. The key is to surround yourself only with people who elevate you, whose presence brings out your best. Your environment is a silent sculptor of your character. Stay close to those who remind you of who you could become, not those who anchor you to who you once were. Humans exist for the sake of one another, so either teach them or learn to endure them. People are your responsibility, not your obstacle. Guide them with patience or accept them with wisdom. Complaining changes no one. Action or acceptance must take its place. It can only ruin your life if it ruins your character. Otherwise, it cannot truly harm you internally or externally. Misfortune affects the outside. Only your consent allows it to wound your soul. Preserve your character, and nothing can destroy you. The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. No possession or success can compensate for a restless mind. What you feed your thoughts with, you feed your life. Think clearly, kindly, and decisively, and happiness begins to follow. Mastery of reading and writing requires a teacher. Life requires even more. Wisdom demands humility. Seek those ahead of you in clarity and strength, and learn from them. Living well is an art, not an accident. Life feels short and heavy to those who cling to the past, neglect the present, and fear the future. Time seems to rush when we refuse to inhabit where we are. The past holds wisdom, the present holds power, the future holds possibility. Ignore any of the three, and life feels hollow. Peace begins with full attention. Be tolerant toward others and strict with yourself. Offer compassion outward and discipline inward. Expect less from the world and more from your own conduct. This is not self-punishment, it is self-respect. Lead by example, not by judgment. Your days are numbered. Use them to open the windows of your soul wide to the sun. If you don't, the sun will set, and so will you. There is an urgency to joy that many ignore. Life does not wait. Let beauty in the world reach you. If you guard your soul too tightly, you may miss the very experience you were meant to feel. The best revenge is not to resemble the one who wronged you. When you respond with cruelty, you become what hurt you. The highest strength is rising above offense, not repaying it, but transcending it. Refuse to mirror what you despise. Sometimes, simply living is an act of courage. To breathe, to rise, to continue, these are victories. In loss, grief, or confusion, remaining present is defiance. Do not belittle your survival. It is strength in motion. It is not that we have little time, it is that we waste much of it. We complain of scarcity while squandering what we possess. Time is not short, it is often blurred by distraction. If you treat each day as treasure, life feels longer because it becomes fuller. Everything that happens unfolds as it must, though often understood only in hindsight. Life carries a hidden order. What appears random may reveal purpose when observed carefully. Meaning resides just beneath the surface. Our life is what our thoughts make it. The outer world matters less than the prism through which you perceive it. Bitterness or beauty, both begin in thought. The mind builds the world long before the hands do. How much more severe are the consequences of anger than its causes? What triggers rage is often small. What follows, regret, division, destruction, is far heavier. The spark is nothing compared to the damage of an uncontrolled reaction. He who fears death will never accomplish anything worthy of life. The fear of dying prevents living. Courage is not the absence of death, but the refusal to let it stop you from acting, speaking, building. Live in such a way that death becomes an afterthought. We live only now. Everything else is memory or imagination. The present is the only place where life exists. Miss it, and you miss everything. This moment is your only true possession. Progress is not achieved by luck or accident, but by daily work on yourself. Growth is slow, silent, repetitive. There are no shortcuts. Plant something each day: discipline, insight, humility. What you cultivate consistently becomes who you are. Et everyuhos body and soul. What you give the body will fade. What you give the soul endures. Pleasure dissolves. Nourishment of the spirit remains. Feed your soul through reading, reflection, creation, and generosity. What touches your inner life survives long after the banquet ends. No one has the power to obtain everything they desire. But it is within your power not to crave what you lack and to make joyful use of what you already possess. Desire is endless, and chasing it often leads to restlessness rather than fulfillment. You may not control what enters your life, but you always control how you respond. Gratitude transforms limitation into abundance. Master your desires, and you master your world. If what you have seems insufficient, even if you possessed the entire world, you would still feel unhappy. Discontent is not cured by accumulation. It is a hunger that grows with every indulgence. Until you learn to see what you have as enough, nothing you gain will satisfy you. Misery begins where appreciation ends. He who has power over himself is the most powerful. True strength is not controlling others, but governing your impulses, reactions, and thoughts. Self-discipline allows you to move through life with clarity and direction while others are pulled by emotion and circumstance. Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor strengthens the body. The mind grows through challenge, just as muscles grow through resistance. Struggle is not a detour, it is the method. Every test is a lesson in resilience, shaping you into someone more capable than before. Such is life. It is not duration that matters, but quality. Length means little without depth. A short life lived with courage, honesty, and determination outweighs a long life spent drifting. What matters is how you use your time, not how much you are given. Life, if lived well, is long enough. You do not need more years. You need more presence. A single day lived with intention can outweigh a year lost to distraction. When each moment is used well, life expands beyond its measure. Silence is often the best response to anger. Yet, even silence has its limits, just as eating and drinking do. It must be balanced. There is a time to remain quiet and a time to speak calmly and clearly. Wisdom lies in knowing when silence protects and when speech restores. Nowhere can a person find a calmer retreat than within their own soul. Peace is not found in escape, but in turning inward. A soul that is examined and ordered becomes a refuge from chaos. Cultivate this inner sanctuary and return to it often. It is the only shelter that follows you wherever you go. The one who hurt you was either stronger or weaker than you. If weaker, show mercy. If stronger, show restraint. Mercy is strength. Whether humility toward the powerful or compassion toward the weak, sparing others preserves your own character and prevents harm from spreading. The obstacle to action becomes the path forward. What stands in the way becomes the way. Obstacles are not barriers, they are part of the journey. What you confront becomes what you learn from. Growth happens not despite difficulty, but because of it. Let struggle shape you. Wish to be part of your own healing. Healing begins with willingness. Even the faintest desire for wholeness is a step toward it. Mind and body respond to intention. Wanting change is the seed of transformation. Receive success without vanity. Release loss without bitterness. What happens to you is not proof of superiority, and what leaves you is not proof of diminished worth. Humility in victory and calm in defeat, this is equanimity. When you take everything lightly, nothing shakes you deeply. No great thing is created suddenly, no more than grapes or figs appear fully formed. If you want a fig, you must allow it to flower, bear fruit, and ripen. Real growth is slow. Nothing significant appears instantly. Patience is not weakness. It is essential to greatness. The silent, invisible work is what makes the final harvest possible. If you rush, you ruin it. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. The mind invents pain, the world never delivers. Fear, worry, and doubt arise more from what might happen than from what has happened. Learn to question your thoughts before allowing them to guide you into unnecessary anxiety. No one escapes destiny. The real question is how to live the time that remains. Destiny may not be yours to control, but your response always is. Instead of resisting what lies beyond your power, focus on living each day with clarity, purpose, and integrity. The question is not whether you will escape your end, but whether you will truly live before it arrives. The whole future is uncertain. Live now. Tomorrow does not belong to you. Stop waiting for permission to begin. Joy, action, and peace are available in this moment, but only if you claim them. An uncertain future should not delay certain choices. Every new beginning flows from the end of another. Something must fade for something new to emerge. Do not cling to endings as if they are losses. They are transitions. Let go with gratitude so you can move forward without regret. We do not suffer from events themselves, but from our judgments about them. Pain is often rooted in interpretation. What you call injustice or tragedy may be seen by another as challenge or transformation. Your perspective shapes your emotional world far more than the event ever could. It is our attitude toward events, not the events themselves, that we control. Nothing is inherently catastrophic. Even death is terrifying only if we fear it. Reality is neutral, meaning is what you bring to it. Even the heaviest moments grow lighter when faced with courage and acceptance. Fear amplifies suffering. Courage softens it. If someone speaks ill of you and it is true, correct yourself. If it is false, laugh. Criticism is either a mirror or a mask. If it reflects truth, use it for growth. If IT distorts, let it pass without resentment. Your peace must never depend on slander, especially when born from ignorance. Cling to what is spiritually higher, regardless of what others think or do. Stay aligned with your true aspirations, even when the world moves in different directions. Your inner compass must remain steady, others follow their path. Yours must nourish your soul. No one is free who is not master of himself. Without self-control, you are governed by impulse and emotion. Freedom is not doing whatever you want. It is doing what is right, even when difficult. Self-mastery is the foundation of all other power. It takes very little to live happily. It is all within you, in the way you think. Happiness is not found in more, but in perception. Change your mindset, and you change your world. Want less, appreciate more, think clearly, and you will realize you already possess what you were seeking. If you live in harmony with nature, you will never feel poor. If you live according to others' opinions, you will never feel rich. Nature teaches simplicity and balance. Conformity breeds dependence and fear. When you allow the crowd to shape your desires, you always feel behind. Return to essentials and you will live abundantly, regardless of possessions. Learn to be indifferent to what makes no real difference. Not everything deserves your energy. Many irritations carry no true weight. Let trivial matters pass through you like wind through an open window. Indifference, wisely practiced, is not coldness, it is clarity. Humanity's greatest blessings are already within reach. A wise person is content with what they have without longing for what they lack. Peace is near not hidden in wealth, status, or distant ambitions, but in acceptance. The wise do not chase endlessly, they recognize abundance in simplicity. You already have more than enough. Man is troubled less by real problems than by imagined anxieties about them. The key is to stay grounded in what is actually happening, not in what your mind invents. Close-minded people blame others. Ordinary people blame themselves. The wise see blame itself as folly. Blame keeps you trapped. Whether directed outward or inward, it is often a refusal to grow. The wise move beyond blame toward understanding. They seek the cause, learn the lesson, and take action. Progress begins when blame ends. Respect the past, be open to the future. The past contains your roots, but not your destiny. Learn from it with gratitude, then release it. Face the future without fear. It is a blank canvas, and you hold the brush. The life we receive is not short. We make ITs, or we are not given too little. We squander what we have. It is not time that betrays you, it is distraction. Each day holds enough space for growth, peace, love, and meaning.